Every time you twist that throttle, you're either saving your engine or slowly destroying it. Most riders don't even realize they're making a simple RPM mistake that's shaving years off their bike's life. It feels normal, sounds fine, but it's wrecking everything inside. What is it? You're about to find out. Number 1. Disregarding manufacturer RPM guidelines. You might think more RPM means more power. But if you're constantly riding way above or below your bike's recommended RPM range, you're actually doing more harm than good. Every engine has a sweet spot, usually called the torque or power band. For many sport bikes, that's somewhere between 7,000 and 9,000 RPM. But this varies. Go too far below it and your engine strains, burning more fuel to do less. Go way above it and you're adding stress, heat, and premature wear for zero gains. Ignoring the manufacturer's recommended range is like lifting weights with bad form. Sooner or later, something's gonna snap. Number 2. High RPM plus poor maintenance. Now imagine this. You're cruising at high RPMs every day, but your engine oil is overdue, dirty, or low. That's a disaster waiting to happen. High rev riding generates extreme heat, and if your oil can't keep up, friction builds up fast. Same goes for valve clearances. Valves that are too tight or too loose can rob your engine of efficiency and cause long-term damage. And the kicker? Most riders don't even check them regularly. Riding hard and skipping maintenance is like sprinting barefoot. Sure, you'll move fast until something gives out. Number 3. Improper break-in procedures. Engines fresh from the factory have tight tolerances. During the break-in phase, you're supposed to vary your RPMs, avoid redlining, and give the components time to seat properly. It's boring, but necessary. Go full throttle too early, and you risk scoring the cylinder walls, damaging piston rings, or creating long-term power loss. Think of it like stretching before a big race. Skip it, and you might make it through today, but you're gambling with tomorrow. Number 4. Over-revving beyond redline. We've all done it, missed a shift and suddenly the engine spikes. If your bike doesn't have a rev limiter, you're flirting with danger. Over-revving can literally bend valves, snap rods, or grenade your pistons. Even once is enough to start a crack or warp a part that'll fail months later. Rev limiters are there for a reason, but they're not invincible, and mechanical over-revving, like accidentally shifting from 5th to 2nd, is brutal. Treat your RPM gauge like a warning label, not a dare. Number 5. Ignoring carbon buildup from low RPMs. This one might surprise you. Riding too low in the RPM range, especially all the time, can mess things up too. Engines running consistently at low revs tend to build up carbon deposits. That gunk clogs up exhaust ports, valves, and even spark plugs. You might start noticing rough idling, sluggish throttle response, or poor fuel economy. That's why even daily commuters should occasionally rev a little higher, safely. It's not about racing, it's about burning off buildup. Revving an engine without a load will prematurely wear bearings, pins, and connecting rods. Not revving the engine high once in a while is bad. Engines that only operate in low revs create carbon buildup. If you're learning something new, or finally understanding why your bike feels off, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Number 6. Skipping warm down after high RPMs. Riding hard, twisting the throttle, RPMs screaming, then pulling over and immediately shutting the bike off. Sounds harmless, right? Actually, this is where many engines suffer in silence. High rev riding builds up immense heat in the combustion chamber, exhaust valves, and cylinder walls. When you shut off the engine too quickly, the oil stops flowing while everything's still extremely hot. That heat doesn't just vanish, it lingers, and without oil circulation, it starts cooking engine components, especially in air-cooled bikes where airflow stops entirely. The result? Warped metals, oil breakdown, and accelerated engine fatigue. Instead, after a spirited ride, cool it down. Ride gently for a couple of minutes. Let the oil circulate and the heat stabilize. Your engine will thank you every time. Number 7. Cold engine high RPM abuse. This one's a silent killer and way too common. You wake up, fire up the bike, Twist the throttle and take off at full revs while the engine's still cold. Big mistake? Cold engines have thicker oil that doesn't flow easily. Internal parts haven't expanded to their ideal tolerances yet, meaning metal-on-metal contact increases. Revs put massive strain on the internals before they're ready. That quick blast could be shaving years off your motor's life without you even knowing. Even more, repeated cold revving can damage piston rings and cause poor compression over time. Wait until your engine warms up, either by watching the temp gauge or letting it idle for a minute or two. It's like letting your joints loosen before hitting the gym. Number 8. Constantly riding at redline. It sounds powerful, and yeah, your engine can handle it for short bursts. But constantly riding at the redline? That's a fast track to wear and tear. At those extremes, heat skyrockets, vibration intensifies, and mechanical stress is at its peak. It's like yelling at full volume all day. Eventually, your voice gives out. Same goes for your engine. And here's the hidden cost. Oil begins to thin, valve springs lose tension faster, and your engine's top end wears prematurely. What's worse, redlining doesn't always mean better performance. Most bikes deliver peak power a little before redline, so you're not just hurting your engine, you're wasting energy and risking internal failure. Number 9. Lugging the engine at low RPMs. On the opposite side of the spectrum, there's lugging, riding in too high a gear at too low an RPM. You might think you're saving fuel or riding smooth, but you're actually overloading the engine. At low RPMs, your engine doesn't have enough momentum to push through heavy loads, especially uphill or with a passenger. This creates knocking, overheating, and strain on pistons and crank bearings. Over time, lugging can also damage connecting rods and cause uneven wear on your crankshaft. It's like trying to pedal a bike in high gear from a dead stop. You're forcing it too hard. Downshift and let the engine breathe. Your throttle will feel better, your ride will be smoother, and your engine will last a lot longer. Number 10. Extended high RPM runs without proper warm-up. You're on a long highway stretch, engine howling, RPMs sitting high, and the engine's still warming up? That's a recipe for wear. Pushing high revs before your bike reaches full operating temperature limits oil flow, especially if it's cold outside. Without optimal lubrication, friction goes up. That's when cams, bearings, and pistons begin to wear fast. Worse, the oil's protective film might not form correctly, especially in synthetic oils, increasing metal contact. Modern engines warm up faster than old ones, but give it a few minutes. You'll feel it when throttle response improves and everything sounds smoother. Then go full throttle if you like, just don't race on a cold engine. Number 11. Revving at redline in neutral. This is hands down one of the worst RPM habits, and people still do it for fun. Revving your engine in neutral, especially near redline, does nothing for performance and everything for damage. Since there's no load on the engine, the force from each combustion stroke is absorbed internally by the bearings, rods, and pins. This can lead to microfractures and heat stress, especially in older engines. It's mechanical stress without purpose. Think of it like punching air with full power. It looks cool, but it's hurting your joints more than anything else. Do it often, and your internals wear out fast. There's a reason racers only redline under load. It's controlled stress. Quick recap. RPM. Habits to fix today. One of the most harmful mistakes is redlining the engine in neutral. It may sound impressive, but without a load, the internal components, like bearings and rods, absorb all that stress, leading to premature wear. Instead, always rev under load where the engine's power is put to actual use. Another big issue is revving too high when the engine is still cold. At startup, oil hasn't fully circulated, and the internal tolerances haven't adjusted. It's critical to warm up your bike before riding aggressively. Then there's lugging the engine, riding in too high a gear at low RPM. This forces the engine to work harder than necessary, straining pistons and crank bearings. Downshifting to keep your bike in its optimal torque range prevents this damage. After intense riding, many riders make the mistake of shutting off the engine instantly. Letting the bike cool down by riding gently for a few minutes helps dissipate heat safely. Finally, always riding at low RPMs can cause carbon buildup inside the engine. Occasionally revving higher, within safe limits, helps burn off these deposits and keeps the engine clean. Fixing these habits now can extend your engine's life significantly.